I really still need help. I need to get the digital motion X-ray. I spent yesterday like focusing on relaxing my neck because I'm always guarding and like tensing my neck, and which I've talked about before, and that quieted the tinnitus down significantly. I currently not even hearing that loud, deep bass sound in my left ear, um, and I mean, it's a little bit there off and on throughout the day, but it's not it's not there so much. And I also realized, like, even when I was talking, like, if you hear me, like, if I don't use my neck at all, that's what I sound like. So if I'm talking clearly, anytime I'm talking clearly, that means I'm tensing my neck up. So I didn't realize just that small motion because I'm holding, because that's pulling on my C1. It's pulling on C2, a little bit. I mean, most people who are healthy, it's fine, but I have to not tense my neck up like that. Like if I'm upright, it's not so much a big deal, but if I'm laying down, I'm moving my head, which is not being supported by anything. Like my head when I'm upright is being supported by my spine. Like the pressure is on the discs and the vertebrae, also on ligaments, but also on the discs and vertebrae. And so, but when I'm laying down, if I move my head upward, I'm moving the entire 10 pounds upward. I mean, granted, some of it's laying on the pillow, but you get the idea. Like it's and it's like hanging off my body basically. So from a physics standpoint, it's more pressure on that joint, C0, C1. So, and I notice when I talk, like the more I talk, the louder tinnitus my right ear gets, and it's hard not to use my neck at all, because then it's just so hard to talk without using my neck, and I sound silly and raspy. I guess I uh, uh, could raise my head up like this. I don't know, maybe. Okay. I put the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can talk now. A little bit better. Uh, but it's like to remember to do it because like the sensation of even moving my head just a bit is almost no sensation, but and I start to realize it after it's too late, after I've already like tensed my neck up for like 5 minutes and my tinnitus is blaring, and it takes like 2 or 3 hours for it to calm back down. Um, I think I did significant damage, moving to my mom's. I mean, people keep calling it flare ups, but flare up implies like something like inflammation, um, or something like that. But a ligament injury is not a flare up. A ligament injury is tearing and damaging of connective tissue. So that is not a flare up. It doesn't mean it can't heal. Um, but um, that's, I don't like it when people call it flare ups because that implies a temporary condition or a not serious. Like you don't call a muscle tear a flare up. That'd be silly. And a ligament tear is much more serious, so that all should not be called a flare up. It's just confusing, and it's not helpful. It does not it just conveys that this is not a serious condition, and this is not a serious concern. I know that's not intentionally what people are trying to do. People are trying to calm me down, but we need to talk accurately about what is happening. I am, when I go from being able to walk a mile to being able to walk 10 feet, that's not a flare up. That is, I have damaged my connective tissue again. I have re injured myself. Um, and I try to be so careful. It's just I'm so fragile and I have no one to help me, right? Like, I have no one. And I mean, my mom comes over and screams at me for about doing the dishes, like, and tells me, well, she has problems too. and she's very silly. It just doesn't make any sense what she's doing. I get she's just makes me do things. My grandmother's telling me to do things. My mom's telling me to do things, and it doesn't matter that my neck's broken. I have to do them, or I can find somewhere else to live. You know, and they act like I'm a pussy all the time. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm braver than both of you combined, but I somehow I'm a pussy. I mean, if someone was charging at me with a gun, or if there was like a mass shooter situation, I would be running at the person with the gun, not away. I mean, how many people would do that? Like 99.99% of people wouldn't do that. I guess it depends how close you are. Obviously, if you're a foot away, you may be more obliged to attack the person because you think you get a chance. But that's just the kind of person I am. And for Christ's sake, that deep humming is back a little bit. So even this position, I'm using my neck some. Anyway, I really need to get the digital motion X-ray. I'm not a huge pussy, just for clarification. Not the bravest person around. Just I'm not. I have a broken neck, so I can't do shit, and I just need to. I need to get it through my damn head. If people tell me to do things that are gonna hurt me, I gotta say fuck off. Like no, because what's the consequence? They get mad at me? Oh well, it's better than getting hurt again. So I gotta tell people to no. And it's just hard when they like constantly tell me to do things over and over and act like I'm such a fucking pussy all the time. It gets me so fucking mad. Gets me so mad. I get so mad at I get so mad.
This is a reminder. Look up natural
Alexa,
muscle.
stop. I get so mad because, I call the medical community and they don't give a fuck. I mean, the people in the medical community, medical professionals, have less empathy for me than anyone else I've ever met. Like, in any profession. I could talk to a car mechanic and they'd have way more empathy. I could talk to my neighbor, way more empathy. I could talk to random people online, way more empathy. I talk to a medical professional, who gives a fuck? You and everyone else. They don't give a shit. I mean, they say, like, you have problems, everyone's got problems. I'm like, they don't give a fuck. I don't understand, because I worked in cybersecurity, IT, network engineering, voice over IP, email management. I worked technical support. I talked to people all the time. I always had empathy for people. I always had understood where they were coming from, and I always did my best to help people. And these medical professionals don't know the first thing about bedside manner. They don't know the first thing about customer service. Like, I can't get away with doing at my job what doctors do on their jobs. I can't do that. I get fired. But it's also a horrible thing to do. Like if a patient came to me and was like, yeah, man, I'm having all these problems and I can't like get up, I'd be like, all right. Like even like going to see Dr. Schultz in Colorado, I would have been like, all right, well, let's see. We're going to take a couple metrics here. We're going to see like, what's your movement like now? All right. How long was your injury? And what's going on with your digital motion x-ray? And I'd compare all those things and keep notes on previous experiences and say, okay, based on this, here's a custom plan for your physical therapy. Here's what you cannot do. Here's what you can do. Okay? You need to take it easy. You need to approach things slowly and do not hurt yourself. That's the emphasis on that. If you get any kind of flare-ups, or I guess, I'm using it now. If you get any kind of injury, if you get any kind of pain, you don't want to do it. If you have any kind of questions, if you're like, should I do something? Shouldn't I do something? Ask first, because we're here for you. And I would be checking with patients on a weekly basis, calling them to say like, what did you do? How are things? Shit like that. And like, they didn't do any of that fucking shit. They're like, give me your $13,000 and go suck a dick. They don't give a fuck. Like, they don't know the first thing about customer service. I don't know the first thing about taking care of patients. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, they're fucking hot garbage. Oh my God, they're bad. And it's like, if I was healthy, I'd be like, Regenexx, you can fucking hire me. And I'm going to work full time tracking stats for patients so we can figure out what the fuck's going on, so we can tell people what to help people. I was for sure 100% chance of me increasing the rate at which their patients heal by 200%. I would do that myself for sure, if not more. But they don't track all these stats, and they don't keep up with customers and the patients, and they don't do all this shit. It's like, why? Why wouldn't you just want to? You could just increase patients' ability to heal by 200% and save them half the cost and be a goddamn fucking miracle worker. But no. Just get mad when they email you with questions and then don't answer. Problem solved. Anyway, I gotta go because this is still aggravating my neck talking like this. So, but please, I need help with digital motion X-ray so I can get fixed because I'm tired of this shit. Okay, I can't even get up to feed myself. I had my neighbor come over. He's cooking me food. Like, I'm happy if I can just go to the bathroom at this point. No, I'm not going to do anything to aggravate it. I'm just going to try to lay around, not do shit. But, I mean, I'm going on 3 years not being able to do shit. And I'm tired of it. So I'm looking into fusion, and I don't care anymore. If anyone wants to give me $45,000 so I can do PICL 3 more times, okay, I'll do regenerative medicine. I'll stick with it. But if not, fuck it. I'm out. So please help me. I need a couple more $100, and then I think I could get the digital motion X-ray. Please help me. Thank you.